hate him, not a pussy. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's be serious. Either you play or you don't play. If you don't want to play, don't play. Don't tell me, oh, you know, wrestling practice is too hard. My kids don't need to be running that long, and they don't need to be wrestling like that. Listen, if you don't like it, let them go ice skate. Let them go rollerblade. Let them put them damn shoes on with the wheels on the back. Damn 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old kids with guts on them that look like they drink beer. You know why? It's your fault because you're making them a pussy. That's right. This morning, my daughter was hanging on the side of the crib, and she was moving back like she was getting ready to fall. And my mother-in-law was trying to hold her. I said, let her hand go. I put the blanket and the pillows on the back so she wouldn't hit her head on the crib. I said, let her go. I said, let her fall. I said, she needs to learn how to fall. Wait, I'm not going to be there for all the rest of my life holding her up. Fall. Get up. Fall. Get up. The other day she was crawling. She tried to stand up. She got off her knees on the back of her legs, had her hands on the ground. Her arms gave out. Boom. She hit her head on the floor. I looked. I ain't see any blood. I said, little mama, you all right? Ah, she cried. I said, you'll be okay. Keep moving. I'm not picking her up and patting her on her back and doing for what? And I love my daughter, I love my son. There are times for that, but there are also times when you need to teach. You need to teach. I was just having a conversation with D.R.C. Ramen. He's the Daishihan of Myanmar Jiu-Jitsu. He's an expert when it comes to self-defense and violence education. Let me tell you something. I told him, I said, man, I agree with violence education. Because you don't meet a handshake with goodbye, you meet a handshake with a handshake. You do. Somebody says, oh, somebody hits you, you turn the other cheek. But that, in the proverbial sense, yes, if somebody talks bad to you, you walk away. There are certain times where you need to sidestep some confrontation. There's certain times when you get caught in a situation where there is no sidestepping. You're in a closed space. There ain't no sidestepping. Dude pulls out a knife. He pulls out a gun. God forbid something like that happens. You have to meet violence with violence. And you meet violence with violence education. When we mean violence education, I don't mean teaching somebody how to steal from somebody or rob somebody. I mean teaching somebody through the arts, through the martial arts, through contact sports, of how to deal appropriately with violent situations and turbulent situations and circumstances. This is what I'm talking about. A football game is a very turbulent situation. It's 11 guys on each side running around trying to knock each other's head off. You have to try to concentrate, stay on your assignment, catch a ball, hit a block. Man, it's very turbulent. It is probably, outside of playing quote-unquote war games, it is probably one of the closest things to a warlike setting. And I don't say that disrespectfully. I do not. I say it in terms of trying to, if you're trying to mimic something as close as possible, that would be as close as you can possibly mimic in sport. All right. Now, when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, we have wrestling, we have MMA, we have Muay Thai, and things of that particular nature. But here's the deal. You have to develop the ability to not be scared when it's time to run into a thing or to do a thing or to confront a thing. If you have so much fear that you are crippled, you cannot move and you cannot do your job, you won't be able to feed yourself, you won't be able to defend yourself, you won't be able to take care of your family. As my friend Inga Willis said, and I went to Howard University with, she said, man, you got to bison up. Our mascot is the bison. And that's what we say to each other, man. You got to bison up. It's time. It's time to go. We can't hang around and wait for some stuff to happen. You gotta make some stuff happen. Stop being a pussy. Don't like the hits? Leave. Don't want to get hit in the face? Don't box. Don't do MMA. No, don't do it. Don't want to be kicked in the leg? Don't do Muay Thai. Don't do it. Don't want to push hard? Don't do sports. It's okay. It's okay. You don't want to. You don't want to run long. Don't do a marathon. Go, man. Be a pussy. Do your little 10, 20 minutes, man, and go sit down somewhere, and then you will have a 10, 20 minute looking body. Understand this? Don't tell me. Listen. You do pussy workouts, you can look like a pussy. You do pussy training, you perform like a pussy. That's what it is. Be a pussy. It's okay. It's alright. But don't make your kid a pussy and then get upset because you can't hang with the big dogs. Oh, they're bullying my kid in school, and bullying is a problem. Yeah, bullying is a problem. I tell you what. I'm not even gonna tell you when I told my wife, my son come home talking about he been bullied. Huh? Man, you bullied my son in school, I feel bad for you. And it ain't because of me, because I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there to fight no battle with my kid like that. I'm not going in there. I might go in there and talk with the principal and tell him, hey man, listen, if you don't stop this kid or these kids from bullying my son, then these kids are going to have a problem. I'm not sure if their parents paid their insurance premium this month. Because we're not going out like that, baby. Cut from a different cloth. And here's what I don't think some of you understand. The people who you're watching in these events are cut from a different cloth. I was talking with my wife yesterday. I said, man, MMA is stupid. I don't know anything which is so dumb. I mean, really. It got to be the dumbest. It has to be one of the dumbest sports I've ever seen in my life. But it is exhilarating. Dumb. To get your hand damn near casted up and to force a 4-ounce glove on your hand and to go in a ring and swing for the fence with the ability to hit somebody in the face with knees and kicks and shins and in some places in Japan, foot stomps and elbows to the head. Oh my God. But you got to be a nutcase to do that. Well, let's be serious. Your fighters, your gold medalists, your Olympians, all your outliers, man, they're a little bit off. They're overachievers. They're extremists. Extremists. This is how they are. This is what makes them good. This is why you want to watch. Everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame. Everybody wants their 5 minutes of fame. Everybody wants the 5 minutes of fame without the 500,000 hours of work.